What's going on, Max?
Hey, Officer Barker.
Yep.
I was just wondering if I'd like you to talk to my dad, and
Okay.
maybe he can understand. You know, he lives here permanently. I don't live here permanently.
Right.
So.
Hi. How are you doing, sir? Oh, I just wiped my nose. I apologize.
Oh man!
I'm sorry about that.
I've just been working with cows.
Okay.
So.
Well, we'll then agree not to shake each other's hands. How about that? So, what do we got going on? What's the questions we got
hang
today?
On a second. Hang
Yeah.
on a second, please. Hello. Well, just do whatever you can to get them out of there. So I mean, whatever comes. But.
So, did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I work Thanksgiving like I do every weekend or every year, I guess. So.
Is that on purpose or is that just scheduled?
Scheduling.
Scheduling.
Yep. It's time and a half, whatever. So.
But were they closed?
You get over having holidays. I don't know. You can have them any day you want, right?
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
using vacay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we just wait until I have a day off. You know, it's 3, 4, 5
You're
days.
saying, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you schedule whenever you want.
Right.
Just because it's not on the 25th or the 23rd or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I just wondered what was going on.
Well, I mean, Max could probably tell you better than.
No, I'd like you to tell me if you could, please.
Okay, well, I don't know what was going on, I guess, because I think everybody didn't want to tell me exactly what their perspective or their thought process was. I'm going to give you my version from what I think happened. Is I think somebody was probably driving by, saw them out there working or doing whatever they were doing. I think you guys are probably worried that they were doing some nefarious business deal or something out there. So Max went out to keep an eye on them and make sure they weren't doing anything silly. And then you know as well as I do, if you look out of the wrong part of your eyeball at Nathan, he goes off like a bottle rocket, right?
So do you know Nathan?
I've dealt with Nathan a few times.
Okay. Yeah, because
So.
I haven't ever met you before.
Right.
And so I just wondered.
We've talked on the phone a few times,
Okay.
but
Okay. Yeah, I was
that's my version. Is that exactly what happened? I don't know, because nobody ever wants to tell them the whole truth. They want to always make themselves look good. I get it. But
you
right
must
now
have
it's a
gotten
civil
called.
issue.
You must have gotten called.
Yes. Nathan called. He said that Max was out harassing him, so I came out and talked to everybody, explained to Nathan that what Max was doing wasn't criminal, but I could see how it would be irritating to him from his perspective. Went and talked to Max, told him the same thing. I understand why you're out here. You can drive around, you're not trespassed from the property, but look from his perspective like he needs to look from your perspective. And that's the issue, is everybody's got a different perspective and they're stuck in their own world.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked Max if he would be willing to leave just so we didn't keep generating calls for the night, because Nathan will continue to call. That's just how it is. So, and he agreed to help me out, and that's what happened.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So what was your initial call? I mean, what?
Like I said, we got a call from Nathan, said Max is out harassing him. I think that's what the call
They
said.
said Max was.
I believe so. I'd have to go check the call.
I guess I didn't even mention that to you.
You talked to Doug.
To Doug, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he never asked me that, but yeah.
No.
You spoke to Doug,
Yeah.
and then how did Nathan even know it was you?
He was standing in my window like that with his light, you know.
So he
touching
was
my
harassing
vehicle,
you.
touching my vehicle, followed me at, and then that was before or after chasing me. You know, he chased me. He got some exercise in. And
So
then,
did you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
I already told him
Okay,
that. And,
I just didn't know.
And yeah, so I would say Doug and Nathan had talked. So Doug probably said, you know, that's Max or something. Who knows? So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So like I explained to Doug and Nathan, it's civil. Because I know they have a civil, some sort of no contact order or something against you, is my understanding.
Yeah, and can you tell me what that is? I mean, what
I don't know.
I just wondered if
You would know, because they would have filed it on you.
Yeah, and that's because he's got a no contact. He's not supposed to be near me either. But I have.
Right.
and right now this week is I'm going to in front of Judge Strohmeyer and going to see if this no contact could be eliminated.
Right.
So it's basically under appeal. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
It's still in place. So like I explained to Nathan and Doug, I said, I understand you guys have some sort of a no contact order. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is without going to the office and looking up the actual sheet of paper that we have on it. I said, if you guys feel that you have enough, then go put one against Max if that's what you really feel like you need to do. I said, but I can't do anything. I can't order Max to leave because he can't be trespassed because he has prior engagements and involvements with the property. There's nothing that says he can't be here. Just because you don't like him here or want him here doesn't mean I can trespass him. Said if you guys want him trespassed, you have to go through the same process you did with Robert and get that done that way. I said, this thing on my shoulder says I can deal with criminal and I can't deal with civil, essentially.
So why did they even bring me up? Why was I even involved?
I think I probably brought you up.
Yeah, that's okay. I just wondered because I wasn't even around.
Yeah. No, like I was explaining to them, the reason I guess I brought you up is I know that they did some sort of thing where they got a no contact order against you.
Right.
I said if this, I think they said something about Max is doing the same stuff as Dad or whatever. And I said, well, if you think you have enough to file against Max, then go file against Max. I can't tell you to do it or not do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I just wondered because of the situation. This is another thing that's involved, but they went to Lincoln County and tried to get on our cows, tried to get preservation of assets on them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a situation. Whatever leaves the place is basically I'm 48% in control of.
Mm.
So, but I can't do anything about it.
Right.
But we have personal items too that could be leaving right now too. Just
Right.
100%.
like 100%
Yep.
personal items.
And like I explained, that's because of the dispute that you guys have been having since before I started working here, and I've been working here for a bit. Because of how all that goes, it is very difficult, if not impossible, for one of me or one of my guys to show up and say that right there is theft 100%, just because of how much there is in dispute.
Right.
So that essentially most of that stuff, like you guys have been dealing with forever, has to go through a civil court.
Right. Yeah.
It's a pain, but it's
No,
where it is because of how long this has been going on. And
I just wondered because that's a situation like on certain things they're not supposed to be disposing of any assets. And so,
yeah, and I couldn't tell you that because that's all civil stuff that I
yeah,
don't know
but-
about.
But like if there was a car or anything left, that's not necessarily under court order right now, so
Right.
they can do whatever they want. But anyway,
Right.
thanks for explaining it. I just wanted it from your perspective because Max came back and told me so.
Yep,
Good.
that's about all I got.
Okay.
So, all right, thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Where did you originally come from?
What do you mean?
Where's your hometown?
My hometown, kind of Cheney-ish area.
Okay. I was
So-
there this morning. We were hauling cows by between. Well, I don't know how good you know. Do you know Gray Road, South Gray Road, the Cheney Medical Lake?
Yeah.
It's 12605. Anyway, we hauled some cows there. That has to do with this whole situation, but because they're not on our place anymore. But
Right.
from anyway, so it was slick there this morning. I mean, they had snow
Yeah.
where we didn't have a bit of snow here.
Yeah, no, as soon as you get over towards Reardon, you pick up a little snow, and then the farther south you get, it seems like it builds and builds and builds. So,
Yeah. So.
but yeah, it's that time of the year. 'Tis the season, right?
Yep. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. You too. Teaser Magnuson, I'll be clear. If you could add Robert Milkey as well.